Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here. Welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. Alright, I'm gonna haul this Panzer, or not this Panzer, this convoy back. Yeah, we're just gonna do that for now. I don't know if I was already at the planes here, I cannot remember. They're just gonna hold position for now. As are you. How far can they get? They can't get all the way to... Oh, they can get all the way to Dutch Harbor. Awesome. Can this one? No, that one's just too far. Alright. Interesting. They can make it to Vladivostok. That's handy. Let's see. Can this one? No. Can make it there. So, yeah, all of our new planes will just head up this way then. Because we're not going to need them for much anything else. They can't get all the way here. No. It's just, we'll send them to Vladivostok too. Okay, this is probably the last Falkwolf we'll get down here for quite a while. Yeah, let's just make sure that we kill you. Okay, they're both at 1. Let's finish them off. Excellente. Yeah, those are too far away to get out here. And I don't need them in the air. Oh, right. The transport. I forgot about that. I guess we'll see what it drops. If it's mostly Chihas, which they have a habit of doing even when they can't land them, the Chihas won't be able to get on here, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what we've learned at this point. And if they can't, they'll drop infantry or militia, but I don't know how many that they will have. Yeah, just go up here. That's probably a 3-turn voyage. Shot down an interceptor. Let's shoot down any others that might be there. Okay. How many 87s do I have? Not that many. Here, let's hit that first. I'm gonna have a tank kill that guy. Actually, let's do that now. This is just militia, right? Yeah, but it looks like they have planes and maybe boats. Here, I'll send you. Kill that. And jump back. I should probably have mine bombard them now. Oh, another escort carrier. Would you look at that? Yeah, let's have them do that. Let's see. Fortify and wake. Bring them in closer. Here, we'll go there. Bombard. Not the carrier. If they had any ships, they're gone now. Of course, it failed. My transport still has a movement left. Cool. Oh, yeah, well, that's a good thing, because I'm in the wrong spot. That was stupid of me. If the transport didn't have any movement, I would not be able to drop my things this turn. Okay, that was all of them, right? Yeah. Move the whole stack here. The whole stack here. Oh my goodness, move the stack. I'm gonna lose it. Okay, we'll wake up another 3 panzers. Just drop them. I don't really like to because you never know what's in that city, but we'll do it anyway. Here, let's go back to the 88s. It's going to be a nightmare to work through all of the resistors here, so I'm going to hit it and just destroy as much of it as I can this turn. Okay, and now I'll wake up any old ones, and we'll just hit it with everything we got. Just bring it down, kill as many citizens, as many defenders as we possibly can. Can you stop doing that? Every time I try to bomb it, it clicks off and goes somewhere else. Yeah, this is their new capital, too. I forgot about that. I should check. Okay, we're going to have to move again once we take Wellington. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna skip over the rest of their turns. Not gonna try to hit that because it's pointless for now. Okay, and then we'll wake up the planes and hit with them. Ah! They do have those. Not a surprise. Maybe they'll try to fortify them even though it's unhelpful and pointless. They might. They're gonna rush someone in there, it's what they do. Okay. Yeah, the rest are gonna stay here. As are these. Just skip over their turns for now, but I want them around just in case we need them. Alright, bring these up here. We are not going to hit them yet, because that'll get them out of range if they decide to move. Let's see, that's a lot of Folkwolves, a lot of 87Bs, a lot of 88s. These guys, yeah, they can't move. Do I have it? Only a couple Folkwolves there. Pull you up as well. Bring any of them over. Okay, all of them, they can't reach. So all of them are going to skip their turn for now. Well, we can hit Bogotto. So we're going to do that. And we're going to leave those guys. Yeah, they don't have many people in there. We did not destroy whatever was over there, right? If I remember right, we absolutely didn't. Okay, they can hit everything they need to from here for now, so I'm going to leave them where they are. I am going to fly several of these over here. Okay, that one's stocked up, stocked up, stocked up. You're the only one who's lacking. So we'll bring a few more. Okay, that's good. Okay, they're gonna wait here for now as well. Well, we can hit Caracas. Let's do that. I'm fairly certain they don't have anything there, but they could have moved in a new unit by now. Yeah, it's empty. Okay. So the rest of them are going to hold position. Get you guys into the air. No one's wounded out here. Excellent. Is that everything? Did that thing still have 1 hit point left? I don't remember if I saw one there or not. Okay. So let's see here. All of my Falkwolves are healed up. Do I have any Messerschmitts that need to heal as well? No, not ones that need to heal. Okay. We'll have a couple of them take a look around. 87B. I'm going to use some more of them out here. Okay, the rest are already in the air. That's right. These ones, however, need to block up. I've got Dorniers out here to view, so I don't need to waste them. That's right, I didn't even try to bomb those because we would have lost. I think we did take them all out. If I remember right, didn't I sink that entire fleet? But it took just about everything I had. I can't remember if I did or not. Okay, well I know I can't hit them because their bombing range, 1, 2, 3, 4, extends at least 4 out. Well, only 4 actually. They don't reach there. Speaking of, I can't remember. It was P59, 51 Mustangs. Okay, their range is 4, so it could be those that are in the air. It's hard to know. Okay, well we don't have any targets this turn for them either, so they're just gonna skip. Those things can only hit guys that would kill us. Ooh, wow, that's in range, so we'd take them in a bit. Okay, well they're gonna wait for now. You guys are all going to get into the air. Want to make sure I don't have any more of them waiting. Okay, all the 87Bs I've already used. 88s I've already used. Cool. And I don't have any more of these things. Need to go into the air. Okay, they're gonna stay here. My 87Bs do need to move. I don't care about that one. Here we go. Why did I wake this thing up? I remember sending them. I don't remember why I stopped them. I'm not sure. Just go over here. Okay, we're all full up too. There's no U-boats in here. There is a U-boat in here. Yeah, go out there. That's right. Yeah, for a second I was wondering, why are they at Gibraltar? Right. Those. Okay. They went in a completely different direction than I kind of expected them to. We're probably going to be using everything we got. What's the range here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too far. So, wake you guys up. Pull them all closer. Skarnhorst, Bombard, of course. Deutschland. That failed too. Oh my goodness. Oh, this Hindenburg's injured. It's the one that got bombed, isn't it? Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, Bismarcks have 100 versus their 80. I'm not going to risk it. Okay, we're going full bombing runs on these things. How did I not notice that thing was hurt? They are so unfazed by our bombardments. Hindenburg. Not even that. Okay. Well, that sucks. Yep, yeah, you guys get to work. Here, I'm just trying to actually use my bombers here. I feel like I remember seeing an escort carrier or something come into view as well. Maybe not. Even the Heinkels are getting in on the action. Okay, we're making slow, steady progress. I don't know if we're going to be able to take them out this turn. Oh, well, that was a Dornier. Okay. Their AA didn't kick in until the second half, but now that it's here, it is not going away. I probably should have not bombarded with the Hindenburg and waited till I got them to this point so I could use it to bombard, but too late now. Or not bombard, use it to attack and kill. Could have done it with Bismarcks, too. That was, again, wow, that thing actually injured it, but only one. Because of course it did. There we go. Let's finish them off. Stop putting that convoy on top. I thought I used more of my Dorniers than that. Of course. Just kill the thing. Oh my goodness, come on, hit it once before it shoots another one of us down. There we go. What? What? How is... Huh? What do they mean? There's nothing... How did... What? They're cheating? Like, not even pretending anymore. They're just cheating. That is ridiculous. Oh. I don't even have words for that. What in the world? Just not even hiding it anymore, kind of cheating. Not even pretending that they're playing by the same rules as me. Also, Japan never took anything over here, did they? No. That'd be dramatic if they did. I wonder if it would actually cause the US bot to send anything to retaliate. Or if it'd just be like, oh, that's what happens. Okay, I'm gonna drop 3 of you guys outside. The convoy's gonna park. One of you can go do that. You two... we don't have much else to do down here. And basically the whole coast is eroded up. Yeah, we're just gonna leave. Go out there. Okay, no pollution here. Oh, more special infantry. I was sending them off to Saipan, but not sure it's so worth it anymore. I still have semi-consistent security divisions that are getting sent there. might want to move those infantry closer. Is that roaded or hilled? It's mined. Okay, so nothing else to do around this city. Not really. I could put roads on the jungles, but all that you get out of it is, well, 2 gold's not bad. The place is going to do everything it can to avoid working those spots, though. Although it probably has enough food to do so. I'll just ignore them. Yeah, go up there. Oh yeah, our panzers are finally ready to move up here. Keep him from getting away. You can help secure the city. Okay, they're going down there. Here, we're gonna park our men here. These workers, they finally have that road done. Get down here. Plop one down. We're gonna need another one, but I'm not gonna put them up here yet. Here, let's wake this stack. Here we go. I'm gonna need several in here. 3 H's, they can move. Yeah, all my tanks I'm not going to need elsewhere. 2 Stugs up there. Bring one down here. Okay, I'll put one more of them here. Rest of the Stugs are just going to go with that stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cool. How many people are in here? Okay, I can just take all the infantry out. Yeah, we're going to put the rest of the Panzer Grenadiers inside. That way, if they decide to bomb again, they're going to have to do it with heavy anti-air resistance. I think it's pretty heavy. How many? Oh, it's just a 1. Not that heavy, then. But heavy enough. Might shoot down a plane or 2. Their bombers have pretty good defense numbers. I think the best of any bombers that are in the game. So we're not going to have an easy time bombing them. But I don't think they're going to bomb us this turn anyway, because I'm going to be moving my fleet, and they're going to be bombing that. But who knows? If I leave these free units out here, they might target them instead. Excellent. That's a real worker? Interesting. That's odd. I thought I counted this outright so that it could all be done in one turn. Okay. Or one turn, and then that would be an exact amount. But I must have been off by 1. Okay, yeah, just go here and wait around. You never know, pollution might strike there. Yeah, they've already done work on all of this stuff. All the stuff that matters down here, at least. I could still work on that city, though. Portugal was a lot more lax about it. Fix what Britain refused to, please. Okay. I wonder why that spot's a victory condition place, and that one's like none of the other. Why there? There's one at Perth. That makes sense. Why there? Is that a famous road in Australia? Is there something there that I'm not aware of? I'm not sure why that's there. Oh, pollution guy. Alright. I might try to eke 2 turns out this episode. I didn't have to do a lot of my bombing runs so far, so I think I'm probably at around 30 minutes now, which means if I do another turn, it'll probably be under an hour and a half, but a little longer than my average, which I'm okay with. I'm excited to move on to other games too, but I do not want to drop this thing in the middle of, you know, this close to actually conquering the whole world. I've never gotten this far before, never seen anyone get this far before, and I really want to take out, you know, America and Britain. Those are big powerhouse nations that you never actually see destroyed, pretty much ever. So I want to see that. So I have no plans of just stopping this one in the middle again, but yeah, I should probably move my infantry over to where the tanks used to be. That way they're a little closer to my my convoys and stuff. Forgot about all those security divisions too that are just spreading across South America. Yeah, the next thing I plan to record once I'm done with all of this, I don't know if anyone who watches this series watches anything else on my channel, but there's another game I've recorded, Neverwinter Nights. It's a D&D game, and I've recorded it several times. Also, how far away are these workers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they can get their next turn. It's a game I've recorded several times. I did it with the normal game, but then there's this other custom-made set of modules for the game called Swordflight. Super fun. And I'm excited to play more of that. This is right. You know, that's right. I'm not going to drop anyone else off. Yeah, we're just going to load you back up. I know I just unloaded them, but yeah, you don't have anyone over here to escort you yet, so we're going to wait. Anyway, I recorded some videos of the game Swordflight, and I'm wanting to get back into it as well. It's been a little while since I've played it on camera. And I've also, along with that, I've been getting into some rudimentary programming on the same engine that Aurora runs on, or that Neverwinter Nights runs on. It's called the Aurora toolset. And I've been sort of starting to put together some games. Or not really some games. I've been learning. That's all that I've been doing at this point. And not learning especially great, because I don't know the first thing about programming, except that it's on the computer, which I guess is technically the first thing. But that's about it. I don't know how it works. I've never done it. I don't know any of the lingo or any of the functions or anything, pretty much. So I've been starting from scratch. And I'll tell you, it's a little tricky. It's tricky because it's a sort of niche game engine anyway that no one ever talks about. And so it's hard to find actual resources that anyone has put together on it because no one talks about it. You know, why would they? So it's been a little frustrating to me, which is to be expected when you pick up something like that. It gets exhausting sometimes having to track things down, but I've come across a recent set of stuff for it, like some manuals and whatnot, that have been put together by some people to try and clarify a lot of it, make it easier to work with, to find stuff on, which I really appreciate. And so I've been making use of that. Wow, that is a lot of carriers. Okay, we can make it out. Oh, we can't make it all the way out there. How far is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that. Wakar transported, and let's just blitz any actual defenders here. That was fast. Fortify everyone. Wake all of them. Can I not? Just... okay. Hold on. Let's just do this, because I don't want the button highlighted, because I hate seeing it highlighted. Alright, well, I don't really need to keep these guys here, because now I know what the Americans were sending around, but I'm probably going to keep some on the coast for a little while, until I'm confident that nothing else is going to come out of nowhere. 2 more turns, they'll have this road connected up. And then we won't... but then Lima will finally be connected. And then they'll start working on a road probably here. They might just put one right over there. I don't know. It's probably better to get that one set up. This is a much easier fix, maybe. Maybe not. It's also more important to be cut across the Amazon. That one I know for sure, so... yeah, we'll see. Next turn we should have that done as well. Probably not that important, but it'll be a second road. We'll take Bogotto, grab Caracas, and get closer at least to taking this. I can get to that point, because it's a plains too. Those guys will probably all flee into cities. But now that there's no defenders in any of them, and this is here, I can bomb and then run away the next turn. There's too many guys here, I think, for them to actually kill anything. I forgot about those two. That's what was slowing us down. Okay. Alright, well, next turn, my tanks will snap in action and we'll get them. I've already dropped off people there. You've come back to restock. I've loaded that up again, and they're getting ready to go. I feel like there was something else I'm forgetting, but that's all the really important stuff, so probably not. I'm not going to pile onto the convoy yet. Not until next turn. Okay. I'm going to turn our battles on. We're just going to move on to next turn. Yep, they're getting into the cities. That makes sense. It's really a revolutionary last turn, guys. Of course, you couldn't have done that one turn ago when I would have been able to get the worker. We're probably not going to shoot anything down. I know that they can hurt us pretty bad. They've damaged our Bismarcks significantly in the past. But their defense is high. Our AA is okay. Ah, I hate that so much. Why is the Messerschmitt on top? I have Falk-Wolfs. Use them. Because now that thing is just going to park and heal up and then hit us again. Yeah, those are probably the B-29s. They're hitting us. Because their bombardment's like a 60. It's going to be nice breaking through the defenses at Panama City. The moment I have those fighters out of there, we're hitting them with so many bombers. Just so many. I think I can stack the ones in both that last Peruvian city that we took down there, the one that was owned by Chile. Oh, thanks, man. As well as the Brazilian city that's straight across from it. I have 88 scattered in both of them, but there's not that many in the Brazilian city. I could probably fly all of them up into Bogotto in a couple turns. Not till I take out that stack of American tanks and tank destroyers, but in a couple turns. I knew he was going to try something, but it's too late for that cavalry now. We're going to get him. And then I'll just have to kill a couple more American troops around here, and that'll be it. We'll have this area on lockdown. And then it's just a matter of massing together enough planes that we can actually advance there, and getting the road put down. I'll probably just have all the workers pile onto that plains, along with every piece of flak and Panzer Grenadier that I can get there. The Panzer Grenadiers should be good to move, because I'll have fighters in all of these cities once they get there. Once the fighters are up, I probably won't need much in the way of AA. But I might, I don't know, I'll probably have enough actual flak in there to make up for that. I can just have the Stugs there for defense. There's like 7 of them, and they'll move with all the infantry and our tanks once our tanks take the other spots. And then all the workers will just move in together. We'll plop down a road on one spot. I guess on that forest, actually, not the plains. Hey, that works for us. That's at least within our territory. And then they'll advance to the jungle. The tanks won't be able to follow there, but the AA should be able to. Maybe not the 88s, but at least the flak. They'll throw down the road on the jungle, and the moment they do, everyone else piles up. Oh, really? You're hitting the ships. Okay. Also, yeah, they don't care about the hit points on the offensives, because those have been injured too. Smart. Yes, go there. I don't know if they're going there to provide fighter cover or something, but I'm just going to sink you with one of my many ships. Guess that lets me know, though, until we're on top of them. Maybe don't park next to the cities. You're all getting kicked out. Okay. All of my very quickly built forces. You know, I have these annoying bugs in my house right now that are like, they're kind of rarely seen, but often enough that it's annoying. And they look kind of like flies or gnats or something, except they're bigger than a gnat, much smaller than a fly, and they move really slowly through the air, but somehow still fast enough that you can't get them. I see them every time that it gets to early summer, but before the house flies, the black flies, really take off. And they're so frustrating because they're everywhere. Tell ya, I'm really learning to hate insects. Just in general, there's so many of them. And almost all of them are a nuisance. Oh, great. There's another pollution turn, isn't it? Get me an offshore platform. Not enough people have offshore platforms. If you ignore all the people that have many of them. They truly are just like the best upgrade you can get in this thing. Oh, you're almost on the brink. Just need a aqueduct? Yes, it does. Interesting. Of all the things the computer usually plops down a ton of, it's aqueducts, and yet most of these places I've been capturing lack them. Oh, get a mass transit system. Why do you not already have that? Man, whoever's in charge of upgrading these cities hasn't been paying very close attention. This one was allowed to get way too big before action was taken. Yeah, I get a library. Yeah, research lab. Man, Alexandria gets huge. More pollution up there. My word. Sometimes we just have those turns where we get hit with all of it. And one more turn, a couple of those places will be online. Also, those Japanese, ships, they didn't drop anything, did they? I don't even know if they got in range. It doesn't matter, because there's no way I'm hitting that other city before they have a chance to. Raoul, is it? Which I finally learned. It is not in, oh wow. They cannot build much here. Yeah, build convoys. It's not part of New Guinea. It's part of New Britain. Okay, well, all of them did fantastic jobs last time. They took those guys out like no tomorrow. Get back up in the air and shoot down that stupid B-29 the next time it bombs us. Okay, New Hindenburg. How many do we have up here now? 3. Send out a 4th. Send another batch of them over. Several got shot down. Need more Folkwolves down here, though. Here, before we actually do that, let's just have you do that. Excellent. They should be able to reach. Okay, we're going to keep all of these here for now. Fly over those. Can they reach? Yes. It's only like 1 or 2. It's better than nothing. And I'm going to need all the fighters I can get out there. You included. Terrible as you are. Okay, I think I move these. We bring these up here. Along with their Folkwolves. You guys too. Who's supposed to be here? Huh. Okay, the Stug stays here then. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot more Folkwolves than I need here. Here, let's have these get, well, the 87Bs can just directly, right, that's still on. We injured him once. Okay. Let's just get this thing done. Because apparently the computer's gonna be really stupid and not let me move what I want to move yet. There we go. That's it for Colombia. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Just drop out a couple of them. I don't actually need many of them in the air. The rest of them can go up there. Okay, everything else is going to just collide on these guys. I don't have many over here. So hopefully it goes to Iquitos next. But they're on a grassland, which is great for me. Not using you yet. Are you all 87B? No, there's plenty of 88s here. Get to the 88s already. That's, I think, the Shermans that we're seeing there. Maybe it's the Stuarts. No, it's the Shermans. It's another one of those stupid fly things right in front of my face. You know, I will say about programming so far. Thank goodness it isn't coding, because I know coding is way more complicated than programming. But also, it's sort of simple. I don't know, I always had this idea that it would be super complex, because that's how you feel about computer things when you don't know anything about them. But it seems like the only real barrier is understanding which terms to use. But the actual concept of programming isn't difficult. That's not the three... Oh, those are the M5A1 Stewarts. Those are the 3 movement guys. That's why they're valuable. They're like one of the only... I think they're the only unit, period, that has 3 movement. Their numbers are pretty awful, but if they're not fighting tanks or tank destroyers, they're good enough to be serviceable in almost any situation. Okay, they're all down to 1. Blitz these guys. Okay, rest of you move up. Panama City's in range, so these ones do not need to move. If I do this, that should pull them off the mountain and north. Probably there, I'm hoping. That would get them the farthest, and all of them can move too, so they will hopefully do that. Cool. So the rest of you, take the day off. Whoopsie. Don't do that. Okay, we have nothing else to hit, either. I'm pretty sure there's no actual units in there. So we'll just skip over. Cool. Is this 2 workers here, or just the 1? Just 1. Yeah, go over there for now. And then all of these... That's right. I would have been able to take that in 1 turn if this was not a Plains 2, because I could just use the road to get there and then immediately jump across. But of course, it is a Plains 2. For some stupid, stupid reason. Okay, the rest of these guys, let's just get back under here. Actually, just fortify all the rest of you. Oh, not that. Fortify everyone. There we go. Okay, yeah, they're in the same boat as the others, so they're good where they are. We'll put them up there, actually, just in case. And any new Falkwolves are probably fine. Yeah, my word, we've got a lot of them. Here, any new ones are just gonna do that. Vladivostok's as far as they go. Or they can get up to Veneno. Let's do that. Yeah, the Japanese still haven't landed anyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we are still 2 turns away. So they're just gonna wait. You guys too. Oh, that's right. They're still a little too far away. Hey, we might reach it before them. No. No, probably not. Here we go. Oh, wow. We don't even have to do anything. It's already there. Excellent. It's mine. Just kill that. Thank you. Go there. We'll fly in all of our Falkwolves. And you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, that is in range. Would you look at that? We're not going to bomb them this turn. Because they're... Yeah, okay, so that gives us a chance to move everything to Wellington. Cool. Here we go. We can draw out any artillery offensives that they've got, too. Okay. I don't know how I got it to the point where it was able to quickly bomb last time, but I've lost it. However, I did it then. And this is why I kept more of my bombers here than I actually needed. They won? Are you kidding me? That one hit point sucker killed one of my... Okay, whatever. Did they just win again? No. Okay. Hobart's mine. Thank goodness. They could put down a mine there. Sure. Kill him. Okay. Now then. Was that all of them? It was not. Rest, we're gonna fly into Wellington so they can finish the job. So does that mean, what, Ottawa now? Toronto is now their capital, which is weird, because that has more people. I'm not sure what determines... Oh, no. Toronto has the import. Where is their new capital? Thunder Bay, Winnipeg. It's Prince Albert, which is a city I've never heard of. It might have changed its name, but I really don't know that much about Canadian geography either, so could because of that. That's right. How far can they go? Oh, all the way out there. Awesome. There we go. And now we head back. We've got a little escort, too. I'll probably fly all of them across, including the 109s here. I don't think they're needed to defend anymore, but I also don't have any bombers that are vulnerable, so I'll just probably take them all. I'll take a few turns for everyone to get out here. Until then, we just keep an eye on the waters. Don't want them sneak attacking us, like the computer has a habit of doing when it comes to naval invasions. Really is one of the trickiest but most fun parts of playing this game. Is the water stuff. I don't know why exactly, but the ship movement and combat is so much more satisfying than like the rest of it all. It's very enjoyable. Wow, I didn't have that many guys getting moved this time. I'm sorry, did that just go from 4 to 6 when I put that down? It's now taking longer, or was it an 8 before or something? That's weird. Okay, I have a worker there who can handle it. Yeah, you can work on Rawalpindi now. Speaking of, let's just wake you up now. Put you there. I don't have a guy down there. Let's get one. Okay, we got the auto move faster than I expected. I have quite a bit of pollution I actually need to track down that I have not done yet. Well, I feel good on the New Zealand front. Those stupid artillery offensives are being quite frustrating, but they don't pack enough of a wallop to actually threaten us because the Brits have no real units to follow up with. You know, it's just British militia. We have 8 hit points. They're not going to chew through a stack of even 2 faster than we're going to get them. I don't know if artillery offensives can kill. If they could, and they had been building those instead of escort carriers, then they could repel my attacks a lot better. The things have like an 80 bombard and a rate of fire of 5. Maybe it's not 80, but it's pretty significant. I just don't know if they can actually kill. I've never used them much. I used them 1 or 2 times as Britain, I think. I built quite a few I intended to use them on Leningrad and Stalingrad against Russia, but I never got that far, I think. Or if I did, it was just easier to bomb Stalingrad normally, and I never reached Leningrad before the game ended. Alright, convoy here. Not sure why I have a convoy in Stettin. Did I tell them to build those? I mean, I must have. They're not going to do it otherwise. Oh, wait. I have a guy over there. No, I don't. Don't know where he went. Let's see here. I have another one by Paris, but I think it already got cleaned up. That guy is still able to move. Nothing up there. I got several across Russia, right? Okay. I have you anyway, but you'd be busy regardless. Do that. There's one out here. Wake you up. I know there's another one kind of out here somewhere, but I don't remember exactly where. Let me see. I think it was in the desert areas in Afghanistan or China or something. Or maybe not. Maybe that was one of these that I saw. Okay. So I think that's all of it then. There might have been some around here somewhere. Or Africa. There's not many places in Africa that could get pollution, but some of these are coming along quite nicely. Hitting the edge of the Sahara. I'm gonna put another road through some mountains. Oh, wait a minute. Any ships? Bring out there. I've got 2 convoys now. Okay, this is enough people to road and then irrigate a turn in 1 turn. So we'll have them start doing that. Oh. Great. It's one of these. Okay. Right, this is just my influx of tanks and nothing else, right? Yep. Alright, start get moving now. More Panzer Grenadiers. Pull them up here. Oh wait, I was supposed to bring 3 of them over there. Ah well. It's where the Americans are going to bomb. They're going to keep jumping on the spots that are opportune to do so, right up until we can capture the last of these cities. Because they know where we're vulnerable and where we're not, because they cheat. And they're not even pretending anymore. There's might as well not even... It was the 1943s that shot us down. That convoy had a bunch of these on it. And their AA contributed to the convoy. Okay, well now I know that transported units also contribute to the overall anti-air defense. Because I didn't know that before. Okay, that's not... None of those are roaded. Okay. No, that is roaded. Okay. So let's do that. I don't think they can get these workers at all. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Fortify and wake these guys. Did the workers make it in here? Oh, come on. I already put all the fighters in the air. I can't go through and undo that. I need these workers, and I forgot about them. There we go. I think I should change this guy's working stuff. Yeah, I'm going to pull him up here. Yeah, we're going to change you from worker to 87B. Having a local, very helpful. Oh, interesting. We have control of these spots now. Not helpful for us, like at all, but interesting. Why did they road out there? Also, they didn't even have the decency to put down roads right outside their new capital. Right, they're not going yet. So we'll just fortify. Okay, we're about to be out of relevant hills to work over here. These guys have already covered pretty much... There are those two. Yeah, why not dig a road through the mountains? That sounds fun. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, wake the planes. Oh, right. No, I need them in the air for now. Okay, so I think all the ones that need to be moved have been moved. So them, they shouldn't be able to move across either of these spots freely. If they could have, they would have been doing it this whole time. So those guys, I kind of moved them a little too close without thinking about it, but they should be fine. I predict they are either going to go here or here. Or there, actually. They have defensive benefits in these spots, but that gets them the closest. No, they'll go here. I'm almost certain of it. They'll go there because even if they go right here the next turn, they'd have to jump on that jungle anyway. So this way they get better defensive bonuses the whole way through, till they can reach the grassland. So that's probably what they'll do. But we wiped out that whole stack in one turn, pretty easily too. Being able to get them out on the open grasslands, that was a good move. Everyone else, we're just waiting on everything. We should have Christchurch next turn, unless it's got a bajillion guys in it. They're headed back, so within 2 more turns, hopefully, our convoys full of stuff will be landing here, and we can start the invasion. Because I have a lot more guys than are in the convoys, right? I've got like a bunch of Panzer Grenadiers and tanks inside the convoy. I got a ton of infantry, that's right. Okay, so I can use them for that. I might... I don't know. I can drop them all there and then customize it later. Like, if I put them all there and then come back, and within a few turns we decide... I don't know. I might just give myself time, come back and get the rest of the units here. I mean, like, 6 Panzers is 12 attacks with their numbers. Backed up by a bunch of infantry. Just the Panzers alone probably have enough firepower to bring this city to its knees. If I can get through its fighter cover and be able to bomb it. Like, I shouldn't need that much more than them. So I get them out there. I think we can do it. The scary thing is if I do it too fast, before I'm able to actually make contact down here, then America's going to hit us really, really fast and really hard. I think I've probably got enough Falkwolves there, so I'll coordinate all of these guys and pull them all up here. Alright, once I do that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the fighters from all 3 of these cities can then combine and wallop them. I just don't know if there'll be enough. So I might have to bring in fighters from elsewhere. And once we have this city, and I bring my fighters in, I'll probably bring these guys in too. Who knows? I might wake up the bombers here, drop them all like in here, and then take the bunch of fighters from these cities and from not Gibraltar. I don't even have a name for this place. From here, and put them inside too. Yeah, they'll wait for now. And the next turn, they'll all go at once. I think that's probably a smarter move. So that way we can fill up these things with fighters. It gives us more space to move our fighters in. We'll see. We'll have Venezuela out of the game next turn now. Yeah, back to animate our battles. Because no enemy ships popped out of nowhere that I remember happening. Just watch. That's just going to turn brown suddenly. How many guys do they have at Honolulu? I don't remember if I checked before. Okay, they got a couple big ships. Only like 4 infantry, though, and they're injured. So, Japan is sieging Honolulu. That's what that means. They're not working several of these spaces, and they can be. Well, their happiness isn't great, so that probably impacts them. Right, they have no imports here. They've only got the 1 fighter, so if they were being bombed consistently, I think there'd be more. They're building convoys, even though they've already got one. It's kind of weird. Okay, so they got some defenses, but not that many. Enough, though, that because there's no extra areas to land, they have to hit them with just infantry, which they've proven over in these other locations will eventually work. Like, they'll beat the things down with enough troops that eventually they'll get enough men to land. See, the islands kind of force the computer to use its number advantage properly because it knows it can just keep sending the one guy that'll be effective, and they can't get any backup because they're stuck out here in the middle of nowhere. If they get over to the mainland, though, they'll start bringing Chihas, and the moment they touch down with their Chihas, 1 billion tanks will come and thrust them right back out, because they don't have that lack of backup to rely on. Plus, America can't build Wolverines out here. So, yeah, I don't know if they'll take it before me. I'll be a little sad if they do. I want to take Honolulu, but I might not. We'll see. Okay, yeah, let's go next turn. They're moving. Oh, please move more than 4 spaces away from Panama City. And I didn't move any flak in there, so I don't even have a chance of shooting down anything that hits Caracas. Good with you hitting them. That's a really big stack, and you will not kill anything in it, and we might shoot something down. Boy, I'm gonna burn this Air Force to the ground. I remember being Britain, having to deal with the German Air Force. Their bombers weren't a big problem. Once you get about 20 turns into the game, they've exhausted them all and they're out of bombers. But early on, their bombers were kind of annoying. Later, though, is the Messerschmitts and the Focke-Wulfs. They just built like 400 of both and stocked all of their cities with them. And every single inch was a nightmare to get through. Until I'd taken about half the nation, at which point they had exhausted all of their good defenses and they were relying on just motorized infantry. All their 88s pretty much were dead. All of their panzers had come at me and been destroyed. Many of them fought me in China somehow. And then I got through all their Messerschmitts because they kept reinforcing their front lines. Wherever I destroyed Messerschmitts, they'd build more and bring them in. And so, eventually, they ran out of those too. And then they couldn't build them fast enough to keep up, and then I started taking their sources of resources that they needed. And before long, they had lost everything, and I just rapidly was chewing through their forces. I think I took Berlin on the last turn. Or not Berlin. I took, is it Königsberg? It's the city that they had right on the border with Russia, their farthest northeast one. That was their last city. I'm pretty sure I got it on the last turn, just before the game ended. But I might have been farther than that. It might have ended a turn or two after I took that city. But I did see the end of Germany, and Italy, and Japan. I never saw Finland fall. It's the one nation other than America and the UK, and, now Venezuela, that I haven't seen get wiped out. That's crazy that France is out of the game. I've never seen that either. New Caledonia and Madagascar alone usually keep them alive no matter what you do, because they're just so spread out. Most of their stuff centered in Europe, and even most of their African colonies. They do have that one that's near West Africa, but the others are, like Algeria, which is right on the border of Europe, and you can just drop on by Gibraltar, start taking stuff. America's doing a lot of moving. I don't know what they're moving, and it's making me uncomfortable. They didn't bomb Ponta Delgada this time. Probably because their one bomber is injured. And it's never going to get destroyed because my Messerschmitts are going to keep intercepting it. They should have good enough numbers to win anyway. Now the fact that they keep failing so spectacularly is deeply frustrating. Those 4 infantry there. That's all America's got left in South America. If you don't count the Isthmus. And of course that one guy on the mountain, but he's dead. Once I wipe them out, we won't have to worry about their troops running rampant down here anymore. We'll probably move forward with the road plan right away. That way I can get all my stacks under one roof. And that's still far enough that we'll be covered by the Messerschmitts and Esmeraldas. Once we move on to that jungle, we're going to get the defensive benefit. We will lose out on any fighter cover, though. Wow, this is taking forever. What's going on? Who's moving what, and why is it taking so long? The game isn't frozen, the music is still going, but I can't click anything, or the game will freeze. I know it took a while last time. I was sitting here talking about my plans for quite a while, but I don't remember it taking this long. Maybe Japan did land something, and they're fighting with it right now. But no, that couldn't be the case, because if Japan moves after the US. You'd think as the game went on, and less of the world was left to its own devices and assimilated under my rule, or more of it was assimilated under my rule, we'd be waiting less time, because there'd be, fewer countries to actually do anything. Right now there are 6. There are only 6 countries other than me left in the world. And one of them right now is 1 city, and 3 of them are my allies, so they don't take any time at all. Except for Japan, which might take a while. But they haven't moved yet, or I would have seen their ships advance onto New Britain. Yeah, I don't know what America's doing. Because it's definitely them. Britain doesn't have enough units either. Not in Canada. Kind of getting worried. Because if it crashes, I'm probably going to lose both turns. It's set to autosave, but who knows if it actually will. Kind of disappointed I didn't get to attack in Iowa with my Hindenburg. I would have turned on the animations so I could see them. I've never seen either one fight. Stinking Iowas. They built so many of them so fast. It's kind of true to life. America was very good at pumping out just endless numbers of military resources. There we go. Oh, they had another artillery offensive there, apparently. Oh no, I haven't been here yet. They're getting pretty close to killing that Bismarck. Oh, well, Bismarck's not on top anymore. Dang it. They're pulling guys into the city. Not as stupid as I was hoping. They're still in range of 87 Bs from Wellington, though, so... Whoa. That's a Shikaku, isn't it? A lone Shikaku. Okay, their fleet got blitzed. Holy smokes. What was that just tried to bomb? That was a Japanese plane trying to bomb the British, right? I think that's what happened. So they must have aircraft carriers around the Solomons already. Who knows, maybe that was Britain that's taking so long to move. But I get the feeling, if I just saw, you know, a Japanese Shikaku running away, that means the Americans have been bombing Yamatos. Because that's what escorts all the Japanese stuff, except for a couple of battleships they still have. So that could have taken a while, too. Okay, airport's all good. Build me more Focke-Wulfs. Even if we do successfully land in Alaska, I'm going to need a lot of guys up there. The real question is, once I take the Isthmus from America, do I hold out there and wait for their other units, their tanks and whatnot, to show up? Or really what I would do is I'd retreat onto one of my spaces back there. That way they couldn't hit me in one turn. Or do I press onward and just try to take Panama? I think the second one. I'm pretty sure they don't have the guts to hit me straight on if I have actual solid defensive units there. But if they're able to bomb me sufficiently first, they might. Now, I don't think they're going to get all 3 or 5 or 700 of their guys there in like 2 turns. I don't think they have the means to do that. But they probably have quite a few that can get all the way down through most of Mexico in 1 turn, and then into Panama the next, which means, you know, the time it takes me to actually get there once I establish the road. I'll have to take a second look at the area, actually. There's one more sort of variable that I haven't been paying too close attention to that's probably important. Although I'm pretty sure it's a forest that I'm thinking of. We'll have to see. Give me a library. I'm glad Portugal's out of the game. Their constant revolting was very frustrating. Also, did I forget to kick Italy? I did. Their guys made it out, didn't they? What in the world? What is going on with Rio? Every time I think I have built the last of its stuff, of the base buildings it needs, there's another one on the list that I thought was already built. Build me a research lab. I really should be catching up to America on science by this point. I don't think I'm even close. Getting all kinds of disease down there. And all sorts of pollution again. That's like the 6th one this turn. Now, we can't just say it's because I'm a big nation, because it wasn't like this for the entire game. And I've owned much of what I own now for most of the game. Okay. Unless we're hitting some sort of critical mass problem. Which would not surprise me. The Civ 3 has always been kind of weird with pollution. There's all their global warming stuff that I'm never sure how those variables work. Are you building something? What are you doing there? I felt like... Oh, there you are. That one. He's still working on that. Don't have another one over there. Where was some of that other pollution? I think I'm missing one still. That's right, down here. You're getting that one. But I don't have anyone to get that one. I thought I had several pollution guys. One's all the way over there. I must have pulled the one that I had over here. That's annoying. Okay, that's still American. The transport is, what, 1 turn away? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if it wants to hit that and they have the means to, they will next turn. But I'll be able to see whatever they do. But we should be able to hit the Solomons next turn. Hopefully take the thing. I don't have any 87Bs to make it easier on myself. And now that I know I can't drop the Panzers on these roaded squares, we have to actually get there first. That makes it tricky. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that was a jungle that I had forgotten about. I don't know why they haven't put a road there. But because it isn't a jungle, the second I put a road here, we're going to have to take that spot. And once we do, they're all going to come running. I think. There is, well, I'm not sure exactly how to test it, though. If I could get a jungle space like that one, but on the other side, like it came through the jungle and then stopped. I don't think the tank can go right onto the jungle spot, right? Like, it has to move onto a jungle from a roaded space. There's an easy way to check. Here, do I have a Panzer over here somewhere? Just a bunch of Stugs. I think they follow the same rules, though. If I do this... Okay. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. Of course that wouldn't work. That's not a roaded space. What is a roaded space? I don't think there's one I can even test on that's close enough to matter. That one. Sure, let's try that. So if I go... No, that's not roaded either. Well, but it should function the same as it does with a mountain, which is once you get off of it, you can't get back. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any way for me to even find out. But if they can't move tanks across to here, from here, because there's no road, then just maybe they'll wait until I take this thing. And then they'll come running down, and then I can grab that. And that gives me the best chance possible of taking Panama before they have a chance to counterattack in any meaningful way. Or, if I really wanted to mess myself up too, I could bomb that road out. Or this one. And that'll buy me a whole extra turn as well. I just don't know where their tanks are, and I can't get out here to find out. I could try to steal their plans, but the US has a lot of units, so to steal their plans is really expensive. So I'm probably not going to do that. I could do it and then just reload. That's kind of cheap, you know. Okay, let's just... I'm going to do this turn. Excellent. Because I want to see that message. Cool. And that's it. Our only remaining enemies are the Allies themselves, America and Britain. So these forces, at least some of them, are going to jump into there, reinforce it. I'm going to pile in my more southern forces right up here. And then I think we'll all be about as solid as we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If that thing holds position, my Focals from here can bomb it, and that gives us a way to draw some more of their units out. But the ones that I have here, any that aren't in the air, I'm going to move over to there. But they're not going to be able to participate. I'm pretty sure this is enough Focals if I can get them all together to break through the lines. But I can't know for certain. I'll probably pull some of the ones that are here and put them on there as well. I could do that. Which, how many 88s do I have down here? It's a lot, but it's not too many. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll wake up all of the transported ones, and that does move them all at once. Awesome. So what we'll do is I'll move all of my spare Folkwolves into there as well. That way I can pile even more. Yeah, I think that'll do. We'll kill them, and him. That'll be it for the US out here. And yeah, that was definitely a Shikaku down there. Alright, cool. Exciting stuff happening. So next turn we'll have Christchurch. We'll probably move to set up a road right here, which they can't reach there, but the ones from here can. And I'll pile up a bunch of defensive units as well. And then the following turn, they'll all pile onto there. I should be able to get quite a few fighters in position in that time. And then we'll hit Panama. It's probably best we hit this before we hit this, though, because I have a much bigger support structure down here than I do up there. Could you imagine trying to invade America on American soil right off the bat? Like, if I hadn't done it this way, I don't think there's any way I could have ever pulled this off. No matter how many units I landed. If I landed with, like, 16 convoys full of nothing but Panzer Grenadiers and 3Hs, I think they would have us beaten in 3 turns. And that would just be it for my entire army. No matter how many 88s and Messerschmitts I brought, they'd bring in more units, enough to stop us from doing almost anything. Unless I was able to come in with just, like, I don't know, 30 convoys, and half of them were infantry, enough to just full-on attack one of their cities and take it, and the rest were tanks to follow up and defend. But even then, they might just directly attack us with so many guys that they overwhelm us. I had heard of someone who actually did invade America as Japan, but they were using the Chihas. Where are the Chihas? Oh. Here we are. I think it's the Type 97s, yeah. They only have a defense of 8, so they will definitely attack you with those, and they'll win. Japanese infantry have a defense of 11. Neither one is enough to keep America from using their M3 Lees and I think it's the M3 Lee Grant, is it? Yeah. They'll use this on either of those, no matter if you're an elite or not. You don't have enough defense to keep them from attacking. So it's possible they just wouldn't attack me if I had elites or very defensive units, but they'd counterattack with everything they had. And I wouldn't have, like the only reason we're able to do what we're doing out here is because I have this island to act as an intermediary for my fighters and stuff to get across. Like, if I hit America directly, I wouldn't have that. It'd be pretty rough. So, yeah. It's a good thing that we own all of South America now. But that is going to be it for this one. If you haven't yet, please check the link in the description for my book. If you'd like the look, give it a read, and if you'd like the read, give it a positive review. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.